But please, I'm begging you. Please lend me some money. You're my only hope. I really need the money. I'm sorry, man. I really can't help you. I wish I could, but... Please, I'll do anything. I've been to every other bank in town. None of them will lend me any money. I've got nowhere else to turn to. I'm really sorry, but there's nothing I can do. You're asking the wrong guy. Please don't say that. I know that you can help me. You're a loan shark. I'll do anything for the money. What do I do? I really want to help you. Damn it! When are Mr. Inuzuka and Mr. Heiji gonna come back? Help me! Come back, please!
Hey, Kanta. Thanks for watching The Office while we were gone. Did you miss us?
Here you go. We bought you your lunch. It's your favorite Chinese takeaway. Mr. Inuzuka, Mr. Heiji, I'm so glad you're back. I've been waiting for you both for so long. You've got to help me.
Well, what is it? Don't grab me like that. You'll get your snot all over me.
More importantly, who's the guy in the suit? What does he want? This is why I've been waiting for you both. He's been begging me to lend him money. I don't know what to do.
Oh, so he's a customer. Good thing we didn't leave him around Cantor alone for too long.
Yeah, I didn't do anything. I made sure to wait for you this time. Did I do a good job? Yeah, you did. Whenever you try and do a job without us, you end up making a big mess out of it. I get that you want to help people, but in your case, you've got to think carefully before you act. It looks like you've improved a little. Good job, Kanta. Yeah, thanks, Mr. Inuzuka. I'll do my best next time, too.
Good for you, Kanta. You got Mr. Inuzuka to praise you. You should savor this moment. It's rare for him to be so soft.
You should be especially proud of yourself, Kanta, since you've done a lot better than Heiji to impress me.
Hey, wait a second, Mr. Inuzuka. You didn't have to say that. Now you're just saying that to be mean to me.
Shut it, Heiji. Anyway, Kanta, go have your break. You must be pretty hungry. Enjoy your lunch. Yes, sir. Thanks for the Chinese. Make sure you rest for a full hour. I'll bury you and force you to rest if I find you working when you're supposed to be on break. Yeah, I will. I'm sorry to interrupt your conversation, but I'm here to borrow some money. I really need the money, please. I'm desperate. You're here for money? All right, let's have a chat. Tell me a bit about yourself. You want to have a chat?
Yeah, we don't lend money until we've got an idea of the situation the customer is in first. We want to hear why you need to borrow money, and if borrowing money really is the best solution for you. That's part of how we decide the interest we put on the money, too.
Is that so? If you don't like how we do things, you can always leave. We're not forcing you to borrow from us. It's not like we have to lend you our money. Well, I thought you were loan sharks. I always assumed that loan sharks should be more proactive about lending people money.
We're not your average loan shark. We have our way of doing things. So what's it gonna be? Do you want to borrow money or not? If you want our money, you'll have to talk.
I understand. I'll talk. I'll tell you anything you want to know. So please lend me the money. I really do need it. My name is Takashi. I'm a 50-year-old office worker. I've recently become in need of money, so I've spent the past few days going to every bank in town to see if I could get a loan. Unfortunately, they all died my request. That's why I've come to these suspicious-looking men for help. I have no choice but to borrow money from loan sharks, no matter the cost. You might be wondering why I need the money. Well, I need it to protect my family. I want my wife and daughter to be happy and to live without any worries. But it looks like I've already failed. My wife's been supporting me as a housewife, and my daughter is still 20 years old and in college. I'm supposed to be the breadwinner of our house, but I've let them down. We'll decide whether to lend you the money after we've heard why you need it. Yes, of course. Then I'll start with... It's been a long week. I can finally go home and rest. I'm gonna spend the weekend with my feet up. I don't have to think about work until Monday morning. Honey, I'm home!
Takashi, we've been waiting for you. Explain yourself.
Is something the matter, Harumi?
Everything's the matter, Takashi. You had your payday a few days ago, didn't you?
Yeah, it's at the end of every month, so it really was just a few days ago. Was it not paid or something? I can check with my manager to see if there was a problem.
No, you've been paid, but you've only been paid $1,500. That's why I'm asking you to explain yourself.
What's that, can't be right? There should be a lot more.
You're kidding! You're only getting $1,500? Mom, is that true? Is he only getting that much?
It's unbelievable, but it's true. That's all he's being paid. Don't you think it's pathetic?
I really can't believe it. You work day in, day out, and you only get $1,500 a month?
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Don't you know that there are college graduates getting paid so much more than you? Aren't you embarrassed to lose to some kid that just got out of school?
Well, there may be some college students that are earning a lot, but that $1,500…
Wait, Mom? How old is he again? Isn't he supposed to be really old?
He's 50. He's turned 50 this year.
He's 50 and gets paid less than a college graduate. Hilarious. What's the point in trying? You might as well give up your job to some random kid.
You're absolutely right, Misaki. Honestly, I don't know why I bother with a sad old man.
Wait a minute! It's not like I only earn $1,500. That's just the remaining balance after all of the house…
There's no point making excuses. It's true that there's only $1,500 in your bank account, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but…
No buts. I've had enough of you trying to explain why you can't bring more money into this house. If you have time to think of excuses for why you don't have money, you should spend it more wisely and actually do something lucrative. You spend your weekends sat on the couch doing nothing. Why don't you use that time to get a part-time job? It's your fault that we have to live so frugally, even though it's your job to bring home the money. Why can't you earn enough to let us live more comfortably?
You haven't been living comfortably? I'm sorry, I didn't realize that was causing you so much worry.
You may not have it realized, but we've been doing our best to budget our spending, all because you don't earn enough. But budgeting doesn't mean anything if you only earn $1,500. Everything will disappear in the groceries and our daily essentials.
Exactly. We haven't been able to keep up with the recent trends in fashion at all because of you. You should know that it's been really embarrassing for the both of us because we're stuck in clothes that are so last year, while the entire world is wearing stuff that's in season.
We can't even buy a new car. Thanks to that, the entire neighborhood has been gossiping about how we use such a banged-up old car. You don't know how frustrating it's been for us to walk around outside looking like this, driving around in a car like that, because you're at work or spending the weekends on the couch.
I'm really sorry, I didn't know any of that. I thought my salary was more than enough.
Plus, we're still stuck living in this tiny cramped apartment. When are we going to move to a real house?
It's a shame. I was hoping that we'd be living in a detached house by now, or at least a home of our own. I should have married someone who would actually be able to support his family, but instead I'm stuck with a useless man like this. I'm really sorry, Misaki. I made a mistake when I decided to marry the sorry excuse of a man.
Don't worry, Mom. It's not your fault. It's all his own fault for being so useless. He's the one that hasn't been able to step up and fulfill his own role.
Aren't you embarrassed that you made your wife and your daughter so disappointed in you? How can you be okay with the fact that we're suffering because you don't earn enough money?
I'm not okay with that. I want you both to be happy. I really am a failure as a husband and a father.
If you want us to be happy, then you should do whatever it takes to increase your income. I don't care if you have to kiss up to your boss, or if you have to get a night job. Do something about this situation.
Of course, I'll do what I can.
One of our neighbors, Sane, has a husband that's a department manager in his company. He's probably earning 10 times what you get. But look at you. You don't even have a rank.
Isn't Sane the one that goes on holiday to Hawaii every single year with her husband and kids? But we never go on holiday abroad. If only my dad was like Sane's husband and earned that much. It's so unfair that we don't get anything.
Everyone else gets to enjoy their luxurious lifestyles, and we're stuck in this shabby apartment with that broken-down car, scrounging our pockets for cash. Why do we have to be so poor, just because I married the wrong man?
Too true, Mom. I wish I'd married someone else.
I'm sorry I haven't been able to give you the lifestyle you wanted. I wish I could give you everything you want. No, I'll do my best so that you can't be denied anything.
Yeah, sure. I'm not expecting anything more from a failure like you. But you're the only source of income this house has, so we have no choice. I'll give you another chance to redeem yourself.
I bet nothing will change anyway. He's already 50. There's no chance of him climbing the ladder now.
I want to let my family live comfortably. I want them to live without any worry about money, and without feeling embarrassed about how different their situations are to other families. But apparently there are already rumors going around the neighborhood about how poor we are. It seems they've already been enduring a lot without me realizing it. I'll return all the money I borrow from you when I get a higher posting in my company. My pay grade should go up automatically too. So, could you please lend me money? No, I'm not lending you anything. You'll have to go somewhere else if you want money. What? But why? I've already been to every other bank in town. No one will lend me any money, that's why I'm here! Why can't you? I've decided that you don't need to be lent money. It's as simple as that. Don't expect me to change my mind. No way! But I really do need the money! Can't you rethink your decision? I'm begging you! It's not a matter of whether I change my mind or not. It's whether you change yours, Heiji.
Yes, sir. From what I found so far, it looks like he's working at Murakawa Trading Company. He's currently 50 years old, and has been working there as an office worker for over...
What? Why do you know all of that? I haven't told you where I work yet.
Don't underestimate my information net. Once I have your full name, it's easy for me to find out every little thing about you, including your workplace, home address, family members, and who their relatives are. I can even find out the color of your socks. But what we're interested in is how much you're earning. Let's see. This doesn't make any sense. Mr. Inuzuka, take a look at this. He's getting paid this amount every month.
Interesting. I knew it must be something like that. Is there a problem? I swear I'm not hiding anything. I don't think there should be anything that's interesting or suspicious concerning my income. Hey, do you ever get told that you're a goody two-shoes? Pardon me? I don't understand the question. Do you or do you not get called a goody two-shoes by the people around you? How about it? Well, I guess I do get called that.
Mr. Inuzuka, it looks like he's getting taken advantage of at work. A lot of people in his office force him to take on their workloads. And because he doesn't complain, they've been doing it more and more often. He's well known as a yes man in his department.
How do you know about that too? Yes, unfortunate, but we'll show you how dirty people can be and how ugly the world can get. It's naive people like you that need to be taught a lesson about the real world. How dirty people can be? I don't understand. Wait and see for 1 month. After 1 month, you can come back to us. All right? You want me to come back in 1 month? But I thought you said that you didn't want to lend me any money. Does that mean you'll give me money if I wait? In 1 month, if after finding out the truth you still feel like borrowing money from us, I'll give you however much you want. But only after you open your eyes and realize how dirty humans can be. Really? You'll lend me money in 1 month? You're not tricking me, are you? You really will lend me money. Yeah, don't worry about that. I always keep my word. Thank you! Thank you so much! With this, I'll be able to give them the lifestyle they've both been dreaming of. I can't wait to see how happy they'll be when I tell them we can go to Hawaii. Thank you both for your time. I'll be back in 1 month. Yeah, we'll be seeing you.
He really is a goody two-shoes.
Heiji, I'm leaving this job to you. Make sure you catch them red-handed. I want evidence he won't be able to deny.
Yes, sir! Leave everything to me! I'll be sure to teach him a lesson. This is my strong point, after all. I'll gather so much evidence, he'll never want to look at them ever again.
Thank goodness. They'll have to wait a month, but I'll finally have money to give them whatever they want. Harumi and Masaki will be so happy. I've been doing my best to skip my own lunch every day in order to save more money, but clearly even that wasn't enough. I should have thought more about them and started working towards getting promoted much sooner. Because I didn't do that, they've had to suffer so much. But I wonder what Mr. Inuzuka meant by how dirty people can be. No matter how much I think, I still can't understand. But I guess I'd better leave that aside for now. It's more important that I start working my way up the ladder so that I can actually return the money I borrow. I'm home!
Oh, you're back. I didn't have time to make your portion, so I prepared a cup noodle for you. You can eat that.
Oh, okay.
What? What's with that reply? Can you at least say thank you? My mom went out of her way to boil the water and bring it to the living room for you. Do you have a problem with cup noodles or something?
No, that's not it. I'm not dissatisfied or anything, I just...
Dissatisfied? Do you have a problem with my food? I work from morning to evening keeping this house clean. I'm always preparing a perfect dinner for you, even though you only earn a pathetic amount of money. You should show more gratitude towards me. If anything, it's your own fault that this is all I can serve you. You can start complaining about the food I put on the table when you're bringing in more money.
Yeah, I know. I'm really sorry I've made you work so hard with so little. But I didn't want to complain. I just felt so pathetic for not being able to do enough for the both of you.
You're only just realizing that now? You're far too late. We've been waiting for you to realize how much trouble you're causing us because of your uselessness.
You really are pathetic. I can't believe I have to call a guy like you my dad, even though we're not related. How much longer do we have to live like we're poor?
I'm sorry, but that will end soon. You won't have to suffer any longer. I found a way for us to get some more money. You won't have to worry about not having the latest clothes, and we'll be able to buy a new car. I'll even take you to Hawaii, I promise.
What? What are you talking about? You can't have already been promoted. There's no way your company would want to promote an unreliable old man like you.
It's not a promotion yet, I'll work on that. But I promise that I'll be able to hand you more than $1,500 from next month onwards. You don't have to worry about the neighbors gossiping anymore.
You better not be lying to me. If you are, I won't forgive you, and you'll have to answer for it.
It's true! I'll have more money coming in next month.
All right, but if you're lying, you'll have to leave this house. I've reached my limit with you. I want you out of our lives if you don't keep that promise.
Don't worry, it's true. You know I'll do anything for the both of you.
Really? Then we'll see how useful you are next month.
1 month passed after I'd promised them that I would bring more money home, and I hurried to the loan shark's office on my way home from work. Excuse me, my name's Takashi. I don't know if you remember me, but I'm here to borrow some money. No, I remember you. I was hoping you wouldn't be coming, but come on in. Thank you. It's been a month, so I was hoping that you could lend me money. Like you said you would if I waited a month. You will lend me money, won't you? I've been looking forward to this day the entire time. I can't wait to take the money home to my family. Do you remember my conditions? I said that I'll only lend you money if you really want to. Yes, but why would I change my mind about borrowing money? I'm doing this for my family. I still need it. That's why I've come back. It's all I've been thinking about this past month. Really? It looks like you still don't know the truth about what's been going on behind your back. Let's see if this will make you rethink whether it's worth borrowing money from us or not. Eiji?
Yes, sir. I've already gathered all of the evidence into a video. It's ready and waiting. All I have to do is press play.
Good job. Show it to him. If he can't recognize how dirty people can be by himself, we'll just have to prove it to him. What are you talking about? You have a video to show me? Well, I'm just here to borrow money. Just shut up and watch the video. It's important that you watch it before you make the decision. Otherwise, you'll definitely regret it down the line. Okay? Huh? Well, this can't be true. I was shown some footage that looked like it had been taken from a CCTV camera in a shopping mall. I didn't know how they got their hands on the footage, but I recognized the people that were on the screen. I can't believe it! What is this? Takashi, do you still want to borrow money from us? If you do, then I won't argue with that. It's your decision to make. After speaking with Mr. Inuzuka, I went home. I'm home.
Hey, you have some nerve coming back here. What's the meaning of this? You lied to us.
You told us that you would have more money in your account this month, but there's still only $1,500. This is unforgivable. I mean, it's not like we expected anything from a deadbeat like you, but this is beyond useless. This is terrible. You dare to trick us into thinking that we should keep you around.
Aren't you embarrassed to be stuck with only earning $1,500 a month? You're a grown adult, and yet you can't earn enough to keep your own family happy. You know what? We don't need your spare change. You can leave. I already warned you last month that I didn't want you in this house, but now I really do mean it. I don't need a husband that only earns a less than average salary. I want you out.
You're absolutely right to be angry, Mom. He's supposed to be the man of the house, and yet he can't even provide for his own family. It's pathetic. If you don't want to be kicked out, then you'll have to hurry up and go earn some money quick. Go on, chop chop. If you bring us enough money, maybe we'll forgive you.
Here. This is all I have to give you.
Huh? What is this? Doesn't look like it can be used at Bloomsbury's.
The divorce papers. I've already signed them.
What? Divorce papers? What for?
Why are you suddenly bringing up divorce? We're telling you that we'll give you another chance to get back in our good books.
I couldn't keep my promise. And since you don't need a useless old man like me around, I thought I'd do you a favor and disappear. No matter what I do, I won't be able to make either of you happy. You should find someone that can. Thanks for everything up until now. I was happy, but I'm leaving.
What? Are you being serious? You're going to abandon us?
Fine. Do whatever you like, Takashi. We don't need you. Even if you disappear, we'll be able to make it without you.
But what about his income? After the divorce, he's not going to give us anything. What do we do? Do I have to drop out of college?
Don't worry about anything, Misaki. We really don't need anything from him. I've been asked a few times in the past few years if I would come back to work at the company I was at before I married Takashi. I'll get a job there, and I'll provide for us instead. And guess what? I'll get paid way more than what Takashi does.
Seriously? That's great. Then we can live without any worries, and we can even spend money on the stuff we want. We don't have to budget anymore, and we can live in style.
Exactly. You're so smart, Misaki.
Then what are we waiting for? Hurry up and sign those divorce papers, Mom. The faster we get rid of this waste of space, the better. Leave Takashi and never come back.
Yeah, I'll do that. Gladly. But first, I want my credit card back. I'll come back for the rest of my stuff later.
Oh yeah, I forgot that I was holding onto your card. Considering the fact you only have $1,500, it's pretty much a piece of plastic and nothing more. But here you go. I'll give it back.
The next month.
Ta-da! Take a look at this, Misaki. What do you think? Aren't I pretty good?
Whoa, you only just started working and you've already gotten $2,000. You've already surpassed Takashi's pay. You really are amazing, Mom.
Right? I can't believe that the useless man has been working at that company for close to 30 years and still hasn't managed to earn more than $1,500 a month. They clearly didn't think that he was worth promoting or giving a pay raise. And yet, I managed to earn more than him in a month. It's so sad but hilarious. He was giving all that talk about doing his best to get promoted, but just like I thought, it'll never happen. He's worthless.
He really is. I wonder what he plans to do from now on. He doesn't have any money, any family, and since he's so useless, he's bound to lose his job to some newer, younger candidate in no time.
Oh, let's forget about him, Misaki. Don't ruin such a happy mood. What do you say about getting some takeout to celebrate? Let's get some wine delivered too.
Yes, let's. It's great to have dinner with just the two of us without any worthless guy in the way of our happiness and our fun.
Huh? That's strange.
What's wrong, Mom?
I'm opening the tap, but there's no water coming out.
Huh? There's no water coming out, but why would that happen?
I wonder if there's something wrong with the pipes.
Oh dear, how unlucky is that? I guess we better call a plumber.
Yeah, I'll try and find someone online. This place looks like they got good ratings. I'll give them a call right away.
1 hour later.
Satsuki Plumbing's at your service. I'm sorry I'm late. How can I help you?
You're late. What took you so long? We've been waiting an hour for you to arrive.
I'm really sorry about that, but this really is a small world. Coincidences like this really do happen, huh?
What on earth are you mumbling about? Will you hurry up and get the job done?
Oh, it's nothing, ma'am. Just talking to myself. Anyway, I'll get to work and try and figure out what's wrong.
Finally. Hurry it up, will you? We don't have all day.
Let's take a look-see. Don, I'm sorry to disappoint, but it's not broken.
What are you on about? Are you blind? Take another look. It's definitely broken. Look at it. There's no water coming out of the tap. Explain that to me.
Sorry, ma'am, but no matter who you call, you're gonna get the same answer. It's not broken. Your water's been turned off.
What? It's been turned off? But why? That's impossible. Why on earth would it be turned off?
Ma'am, are you paying your water bills properly? That's the one and only reason why your water will be turned off on purpose.
The water bills? Of course. It should have been withdrawn from my bank account. I don't know when and how much, but that's the convenient thing about getting automatically withdrawn. I don't have to worry about all that.
That sort of thinking is the reason why you get your water stopped. And why you lose important members of your family. Are you sure you had enough money in your account?
What did you just say under your breath? Did you insult us? Of course we have enough in our bank account. My mom got paid $2,000 this month.
Right, good for you.
Let me check just in case. Maybe the wrong amount was withdrawn for something else. What? You're kidding.
What's wrong, Mom? Was there enough in your account?
No, there's nothing left. It's all gone. My account's completely empty.
Huh? How come?
But I only just got paid a few days ago. This can't be happening. What does this mean? Why is it all gone? What happened to the money for the water bill?
What are you talking about? If your water stopped, then it means that it hasn't been paid. You obviously didn't have enough money in your account to cover all of your bills.
But that's ridiculous. I had $2,000 in my account. How is that not enough? How can it all be gone? I haven't even withdrawn any cash for the grocery shopping yet. Wait, what if it's all been stolen? Someone must have found out my PIN and withdrawn everything without me realizing.
That must be it. That's the only reasonable explanation. Quick, we better call the police and have them investigate. Maybe we can still get all of our money back.
Unforgivable. Whoever did this, I won't let them off so easily. I won't just get my money back. I'll have them pay extra to compensate. I'll do whatever it takes to make them suffer for doing something so atrocious.
Hey, I suggest you don't do that. You'll just embarrass yourself. Plus, you'll get a fine or something for wasting police time.
What did you just say? This is a serious matter. My money's been stolen. Of course we have to involve the police.
Think about it. You received $2,000 a few days ago for working last month, right? Then deduct your daughter's college fees, the rent, water, gas, electricity bills, and the loan you're still paying for your car. Not only that, I hear that you guys like to eat out a lot. Take out all the receipts you got from each restaurant and then minus those. Of course you're not gonna have any money left over. Especially if you've never actually set a budget for how much you spend on luxuries in your life. Take a look at the transactions listed for your bank account. I'm pretty sure those aren't any withdrawals you don't have any memory of.
That's impossible! The guy my mom was married to before, he was only earning $1,500, and we were still able to get by with just that. How could $2,000 disappear so quickly when we were doing fine up until now?
You're seriously misunderstood about something. Takashi was earning a lot more than that.
Excuse me? What am I so misunderstanding about?
You seem to think he was only earning $1,500. You're wrong. He was paying for everything I just listed, and for the excessive shopping you were doing with his credit card out of his bank account. But regardless of that, was still able to leave $1,500 to spare. He was earning way more than you can imagine. Why do you think you're able to use his credit card to such a degree without it getting declined?
What? But that doesn't make any sense.
No, it makes plenty of sense. You're both just too stupid to accept your reality. You're despicable, the both of you. You made him work so hard, and he was bringing home more than enough money to give you a perfectly comfortable lifestyle. But you both made him feel like he wasn't earning enough. Just because you were too greedy. How could you conveniently forget that he was paying for your college fees and for your car, as well as all of the household bills?
I never thought about it.
Of course you haven't. That's why you kicked Takashi out, and that's why your bank account is empty. Unbelievable. He was prepared to do anything to make you both happy, and this is how you repay him. Did it ever occur to you that he had no obligation to pay for your daughter's education? Since she's your ex-husband's daughter and isn't related to him by blood at all. But he still paid for her tuition during middle school and even sent her to college. He was a much better father to you than your biological one ever was, don't you think?
Wait, why do you know so much about us? About Takashi? Are you just a plumber?
I know everything about you guys. It's just a coincidence that I came here today. Anyway, I'm going home since there's nothing to fix. I'll send you a bill in the post, since you probably don't have any cash right now. See ya!
Mom, what do we do? We don't even have any more money. What are we gonna do for food?
We have no choice. We'll just have to…
What is it? You said that you had something important to talk about?
Well, we decided that you've learned your lesson, so we can get back together again.
What?
We're saying that you can live with us again. We've forgiven you. Aren't you lucky that we're being so generous? You've let us down a lot, but in the end, we're family. We should stick together.
We can get married again, so let me hold onto your credit card. It'll be easier to do the grocery shopping that way. You can bring your stuff back to this house as well. Let's live together again. That'll make all of us happy.
No, thanks. I think I'll stick to living in my own apartment.
Excuse me? Did you just say no to our gracious offer? We're letting you come back.
I heard from Mr. Hagee about how you used up all of your salary. He also kindly warned me that you might try and call me back like this. I know that you're just after my money, so why should I come back? And I think I remember you saying that you had no use for my spare change, And that I was a useless waste of space?
Well, we didn't actually mean any of that. We just said that in the spur of the moment. And like Misaki said, we're family. We should stick together in hard times.
Yeah, you're not useless at all. We know that. We really do want you to come back. So why don't you? We can forget about everything that's happened in the past and enjoy our family life.
Oh, here it is. I found what I've been looking for.
Huh? What are you doing?
The truth is, I wasn't interested in hearing what you had to say. I just came back to get this watch. Silly me. I didn't pack it up when I left, and I've been looking for it ever since. I realized that I left it in this drawer a few days before you contacted me. I have no intention of living with you ever again. I'm going to live my life how I want to live it. From now on, I'll spend my own money on my own happiness, and on people who appreciate me for who I am. Goodbye. I wish you all the luck you deserve.
No, wait, you can't go.
Dad, wait, please! Don't abandon us like this!
Like this, I cut ties with both Harumi and Misaki, and was finally free of them. When I went to their office to see them, Mr. Heiji had shown me footage of Harumi and Misaki going on a shopping spree with my credit card. I had trusted them to use it with tact, so I never checked the statements when they arrived in the mail. So I had no way of knowing how much they were actually spending. Not only that, I didn't know where my money was being spent, until I found out that they had been spending a fortune at host clubs. Spending money on drinking with men they didn't know. Thanks to Mr. Heiji's information net, I found out very little detail about how much they'd been spending on themselves, and then realized that I'd been taken advantage of. Despite rolling around in my money and enjoying endless luxuries, their treatment of me was much too horrible. After knowing the truth, I couldn't bear it. I couldn't continue to fund their fun if they had the audacity to complain that it wasn't enough and make me feel like I wasn't good enough. The reason why I couldn't even borrow money from the banks in the first place was because of their reckless spending. And because they had on several occasions exceeded the limit and left my credit card bills unpaid for months on end. And it seems that those were only paid off when my bonus had come in. Ever since we divorced, they had continued to spend a fortune, without a care for who was going to pay for it. In the end, they had no money, so they had no choice but to borrow from Mr. Inuzuka and Mr. Heiji to pay off their debt, with interest that increased by 10% every 10 days. Misaki had to drop out of college, and apparently they're both working day and night to pay back their debt. By the way, I also received compensation from them thanks to Mr. Inuzuka taking it out of their pay. I didn't know that you're in the plumbing business, Mr. Heiji. You must be very skilled to be juggling all these jobs.
Well, our main profession is being part of the mafia, so we have plenty of time to get versed in all sorts of trades.
Huh?
Huh? Is something wrong?
I thought I heard him say that they were the mafia, but I must be imagining things. I must have heard wrong. There's no way that these two gentlemen are part of the local mafia. Thank you very much for all of your help and advice. If you hadn't revealed the truth to me, I would have been their slave forever and ever without knowing any better. Mr. Inuzuka, Mr. Heiji, I came to borrow money, but I received something much more valuable. But why did you even do all of this for me? I didn't borrow anything from you, so I haven't done anything to profit you. Don't worry about it too much. I was just pissed off. You were pissed off? By what? It irritates me to no end when I see naive guys like you being used and taken advantage of, even without realizing it. It makes me want to slap some sense into you. And it's not exactly pleasant to watch everything work out the way the bad guys wanted to, so I just gave you a nudge in the right direction to help you get rid of them yourself. It's not like we saved you or anything, so don't get dramatic. Right, but I really am grateful.
Don't let him bother you. He's just lying because he's embarrassed. He may be bad-mouthed, but he's a good person at heart.
What do you mean?
The other night, we went out to have a drink, and when he got a little softened up, he was saying that he wanted to make the world into a better place where good, honest guys like you don't get deceived and stepped on. He said he hates it when people say that it's the naive man's own fault if he gets deceived because he was too trusting.
Heiji, you bastard! I told you not to tell anyone!
Really? I don't remember that at all. Are you sure you said that part? Because I don't think we were that sober.
Mr. Inuzuka, unfortunately, the entire world's filled with people like your ex-wife and her daughter. It must be tough for people like you to survive in, but don't lose heart. There are plenty of people out there that are saved by you being the honest guy you are. Just don't want you to change the way you do things because you've realized how ugly the world can be. What? I'm saving other people? What do you mean?
Yeah, loads. When I investigated your work situation, I found out that there were a lot of people that were taking advantage of you. But there were just as many good people that were being helped by you being such a good guy. When I looked into it further, I heard that there were quite a few that said that they would have left that company years ago if it weren't for you. The only reason why they keep on going is because you're still working there.
Clearly, it's impossible for a good guy like you to ignore those in need, and because of that, you're going to suffer a lot more than average. But you'll also have more people on your side. More people who'll want to help you back, and do good alongside you. Just don't forget that.
Yeah, we've always got your back too. Don't forget that either.
So don't try and do everything yourself, like you've been doing up until now. If you ever need any help, you can rely on us. We've seen how dirty people can get, so we know a lot about how to deal with all sorts of bad guys. We'll show you the best way to teach someone a lesson. Plus, if you're gonna spend it on yourself, I'm happy to lend you as much money as you want. Interest-free, too. What? But why would you go so far for me? You deserve it. You're a real good guy. Guys like you should have a happy story and a happy ending, if you know what I mean. So make sure you put as much effort into that as possible. Don't ruin your health trying to make someone else happy if they can't appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm so happy. Nobody's ever been this kind to me and said such touching words. Thank you so much. I don't know how I can ever repay you both.
Hey, come on now, don't cry. You're a grown man.
Let the man cry, Heiji. He's been holding in a lot for a long time. He should get it all off his chest. I'll leave this office free of all his worries. Let's just give him the time he needs.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, Takashi, take your time. But when you're done crying, let's go out and eat a steak. It's Mr. Inuzuka's treat.
Heiji! Oh, fine, just this one time.
Yeah, way to go, Mr. Inuzuka. I knew you couldn't say no to us. You're not just a creep that likes little girls.
Damn you, Heiji! Since when do I like little girls?
Ah, crap. Well, I was just exaggerating. I didn't actually mean that you like the little lady in that way. I just meant...
I have a feeling that you're making things worse. Takashi? Yes? I'll treat you to a rare dish today. You know how tongue is popular? Well, I know a place that serves the best. Tongue, as in cow's tongue? I'm afraid I'm actually not very fond of tongues or innards. It's something about the way it feels that makes me want to be sick. No, this isn't cow's tongue. I'll be able to get my hands on a fresh Homo sapien tongue. I'm sure it'll be delicious, especially since it'll mean I'll be able to live in peace and quiet after I get it.
Wait, you don't mean...
Yeah, I mean your tongue! I'll carve it out for you!
No! That's cannibalism! Stop, I'm begging you! This is too much for a joke, you'll kill me!
Stop running away, Heiji! Get back here! I have a feeling that I've spent most of my life thinking about other people. As a result, it's led to me bringing more trouble upon myself, and I haven't been able to treat myself with more care. But now I know that there are people watching what I've done and recognize what I've achieved. I feel so much better. I've been saved. Now I know that I'm not alone. Like Mr. Inuzuka said, I'm sure that there's more suffering to come, but it's worth it if I have so many people that are cheering me on. I'll do what I can to the best of my abilities, and rely on the people around me if I can't go any further. I'll do whatever I can to put my happiness first.